Good boy. Is that good? Good boy. Good boy, Dan. Triple D in the house. Huh? It's okay. Good boy. Good boy. Cheers, everyone. I don't know what's going on with the stream. Set it back to 720p, hooked it up on the hotspot, turned the Wi-Fi off. Maybe this one will last more than 5 seconds. Good boy, huh? You like those eggs, huh? Good boy. Huh? Good boy. Got some great Triple D footage coming up. Him and Brownie, pretty good buddies. I got the bar shut up, got Brownie shut inside. Already gave her her food. She was ready to lay down anyway. Dan, he's straight up soy dog, wild as hell. Independent, not a pack dog. But Brownie, she's a rescue, she's a baby for Nam Yen, and after she's been out all night, like after they closed yesterday afternoon, Brownie's been outside all night. She's ready to be indoors and pretend to be a little domesticated, and like that's her little home in there. She sleeps right under the pool table. So I guess I better check and see if you guys can hear me or anything. Sue Ron, can you hear me? Are we doing all right on this stream? Cheers, brother. Cheers. This is the first beer I've had in this bar since April 2021. Good boy. It's okay. Good boy. Huh? Good boy. You want that last egg? Oh, look. We got one more egg. Want to come get that egg? Ooh. Huh? Good boy. Huh? That egg. Huh? Ooh, he likes that yolk. Huh? Good boy, Dan. Brownie's inside. It's okay. Good boy. Do you know you're live? Huh? Is that what it is? It's okay. Huh? Come on. You can do it. It's just me. It's just Triple T. Dan. It's okay. It's okay. Good boy. I think he knows we're live. Want the rest of that one? Huh? Smells good. You don't want to take it today? Huh? You don't want to take it? How about that one? Huh? Normally he's worried about Brownie running up and trying to eat with him, you know. It's okay, Dan. You hear her, huh? Good boy. It's okay. Here you go. It's okay, Dan. It's okay. He hears her. Yeah, he's chasing the birds now. It's okay, good boy. We'll leave that here for him. I think he knew he was live. It's like Triple D story. You can't always just put it on live and expect it to go as planned. Got to catch him when he doesn't know he's on camera. Good boy. Good boy, Dan. So guys, update on the open mic at PHALA. I wish I could tell you we were going to reopen our nightclub next week, or guarantee we're going to open by 1st of December, or right? But you guys know me. It's like I'm optimistic, got a lot of hope, but don't like to set myself up for disappointments. I've learned the lesson. We opened this business post-pandemic, and late August 2020. Opened the restaurant Christmas Day 2020. So truly post-pandemic, after the first emergency lockdowns nationwide, when nobody knew what in the crap this even was or where it came from, or right? You guys remember all that. And then 2021 turned out to be Thailand's year. But the restaurant is carried as well, and the ladies, you know, catered to Thai people and foreigners at the same time. You know, they do an amazing job. So very happy. That's really the only update. I mean, we're all content. Here he comes. Good boy, Dan. Good boy. Good boy. Brownie, yes, can hear you. Okay, I need to start reading chat. All right. DT and Sue Rowan in the house. Got 8 people watching. Thank you. Ed Gilchrist. Good morning, Ed. Cheers to Kentucky. Appreciate all your great comments on the channel. Appreciate the support. Well, I'm hooked to the hotspot and disconnected the Wi-Fi. Unless your phone tries to activate your Wi-Fi automatically when you've already turned it off, maybe we won't have any disruption. Hey, what are you doing? Eating Triple D's food? That's not cool, man. I like your feet, though. Some pretty cool feet. But anyway, cheers, everyone. I'm actually legally drinking a beer in a bar in Thailand. Weird.
You know you're closed.
Yeah, that's what they say. They just kind of walked in here like we own the place or something.
Yeah, anybody think you did?
Broke into the cooler, got a beer.
Oh, little bit.
How are you, Mike? I'm actually streaming live on YouTube right now. We had no, it's fine. We had Dan the dog over here eating breakfast, so we actually had the star of the channel live for a little bit, and then he run off on us, but he's over there. Good boy, Dan. Good boy. Come on. You better eat. Your birds are going to eat all your food.
Pigeons when you did it.
That's right.
I went to party out the weekend.
Did you?
Absolutely brilliant.
I saw some video on that.
Yeah, I did one on 9 and that.
You almost feel normal again when you go to a outdoor festival event. They've already canceled our Loy Krathong down here at Phala Beach. There will be no Loy Krathong.
I mean,
it's okay, Dan.
this government should be taken, put in a plastic bag and thrown in the river.
Oh, shit.
Why? Why are they not letting?
That's the question, right? Tum mai.
Into the entertainment industry and patio. I'll tell you what they're doing. They're wiping it out. You know why? Because they're going to wipe patio, free church setting road, walking street, no sex at all. And probably hardly any bar.
I think they've had those plans for years, to be honest with you.
But this is giving them a chance.
You know.
See, all those buildings are on the right hand.
Do you want to be on camera? You okay?
No.
Okay. Make sure to keep it off of you here, but I'm going to widen their angle out.
Yeah, I was going to say that. They'll come and arrest me if they hear what I want to say.
No. Yeah, we have to be careful what we say because we are live, but I know what you're saying. It's, you know.
I mean, soy made in Thailand, 62 bars gone.
Yeah.
Coming back because there's little condos there or a hotel, one or the other.
Absolutely.
You know how much that land?
You know what land? It's unbelievable.
They are on second road.
Oh shit.
The last that land 400 billion baht.
400 billion baht.
Just for that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Not a lot of land.
Just land here in Phala is going to cost you at least 7 million baht.
Yeah, soy potato now and soy boomerang.
Metro, they've redone a bunch of stuff up there in Bukau. You know.
There's 4 brand new buildings been completely stripped out, rebuilt. Boomerang.
Yeah.
Why are people doing that? Walking Street, nothing's happening. Big fire on Walking Street, nothing happening. You know yourself, big fire anywhere.
Yeah.
The place is bloody open again.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
All that's going, they're going to open the beach there. This was a similar sort of opinion. The street, I mean, what Walking Street was, and what Second Road was. There's loads of new bars going in there.
Well, they've learned a lot since this pandemic, right? Because you got Thai people going out, taking advantage of those discounts they were given. Thai people were staying in all 5-star hotels and shit all over the country. Get those kind of people with big money to come in and do the 5-star stuff if there's other stuff. Yeah. And not just the soy bar areas, because that's not what they want to. So you imagine 5-star hotels down along where Walking Street is on that end of Pattaya Beach. It's, you know, it's going to happen.
I'm doing something. I'll just book a hotel there. I don't want to come driving back, whatever. I stayed at a 4-star hotel. Two of us, just over 1,000 baht a night. If we wanted breakfast was 2,000 baht each.
Right.
So you'd have paid 4,000 for breakfast, but 1,000, and it was a nice hotel. There's 1 or 2 items.
Right.
But it's Thailand anyway. I mean, the towels definitely were 4-star.
Yeah, I'm never picky. I'm never picky. Like, I don't even stay 5-star. We stay at resorts and shit when we travel around.
It was right next door to Villa Market on Second Road. Straight down onto the beach and everywhere. And I'll tell you what, on the beach, there's a stage up by Dusit Tarni, north, there's one at Central by Klang, and there's one at South down at the bottom end by Walking Street. All packed, all the beaches were full, everybody coming with alcohol.
Yeah.
Policemen walk up and down road, every time we come down, vendors, vector vendors come. They never once came onto the beach. Everybody's partying and dancing on the beach. Right.
Well, that's just what everybody's been talking about. Once you give the green light in a sector, I mean, it's just people are just going to be like, well, what? Why can't we do something? We can't have 50 people right here, mate, for the restaurant. We're still, you know, like, you got to be careful what you do. They were actually fining restaurants when they had the dine-in closed. And it wasn't police, it was Tesabon government officials.
Well,
and they seen a customer sitting down, it was 10,000 baht on the spot.
My friend down there, who's got number 2 restaurant on Phala Beach.
Yes.
She's selling boxes and boxes and boxes of alcohol every week. She only opened Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Boxes and boxes.
Well, it's been going on forever. I mean, that's...
I was down there the other day, there was loads of Thais there. They were sitting there having a drink, having a chat and that. And she said, oh look, here's man from council. I mean, she said, no, she said, stop there and drink beer there.
It's all over Rayong. Rayong is not going to enforce that kind of stuff out in those areas. When you're in a quaint, beach setting, Thai-owned restaurant, nobody's going to come out there and check and see if you're drinking a beer, right? But the kind of stuff that they were doing when they had the dine-in restaurants closed, they were real serious back in that. Now, everything here in Phala is back to normal. Every weekend, we were full up of Bangkok people over here. And I mean, they're all enjoying everything that's available.
People are sick of this, and they just, and you know the Thais, when they get fed up with something, they just ignore it.
Thais are very independent, that's right, exactly.
They just ignore it, and that's what's happening. I mean, you're going to...
But there's a lot of Thais that are still scared like hell, too. You got the other side of it, too. Yeah. You got the people that are like, we used to have kids that came in quite a bit for breakfast. And we still do, but a lot of them don't come anymore. Like, you got parents that are still like really concerned about you. Hey, what are you doing, Triple D? Huh? Where are you going? But no, it's interesting, you know. I follow quite a few guys out of Pattaya and stuff like that, and I've got friends up there, and I'm getting ready to make a trip to Pattaya myself. I can't say why, but it's going to be an amazing vlog.
I'll tell you what, go over the weekend, because it's on for 4 weeks, that festival. It's on till the 10th of December.
Right.
It's absolutely great. I mean, I really enjoyed it.
Well, I was really disappointed when I found out that Loy Gratong, you know, the floating baskets that we do down here at the Phala Pier, they got cool chains in a grid bottom that you set your basket on, and you lower that off the pier onto the ocean, and it takes them all out to sea, and you got all those candles burning, and you got a big festival and concert and vendors. It's all canceled. They're going to pull a float around and let everybody do something like, you know, like they did with Songkran when they pulled the float around, you could pour the water on the Buddha. But I just keep saying next year. I mean, see, I'm not disappointed because I haven't been thinking it's ever going to just flip. I think they're going to do it very incremental, and then they're going to see if you get 1,000 people on ventilators again. I mean, whether we like it or not, that's why I say I wouldn't be in the prediction business. You know, not a good idea.
I will be amazed though if we go into December and the bars aren't open back yet, because I've got at least 30 people I know are flying over in the next 3 weeks.
And they got the highest percentage of vaccinations in that area than any area.
Out of Phuket and Bangkok, percentage-wise, they've got the least COVID.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
Pattia's hardly got any COVID at all.
And the vaccination rate's like really high in Bangladesh, right? Yeah. Because they were doing all of that at the mall for the expats, and they had the big sports stadiums for all the Thai people. So they are jabbed up like a mofo in Schomburg. I agree, and people are so anxious and so disappointed that it hasn't happened yet. But I'm just, like I say, I quit trying to be in prediction business a long time ago. Yeah. I remember when our bar reopened in mid-February. So 2021 New Year, right? December 31st, 2020, we were going to have a bash. I had a beautiful singer coming from Pattaya, beautiful Thai lady, sings all kinds of different language, and we had to cancel all that. But then mid-February, the bars reopened, and we had a reopening, and man, we thought Songkran, everything was going to be on water fights, nobody would have predicted that we were headed for 8 months of shutdown when we reopened in February. Not a person in Thailand that I know, right? So right now, people are predicting XYZ and hoping for the best. To me, I'm like, I'm not going to be disappointed again. I think it's going to be 2022. Personally, I'm not going to get on a plane or really go out of my province much until 2022. I just don't have any reason for it, and I don't want to be caught out there and be subject to some PCR test that may have a failure rate that I don't agree with. You can't do anything about, and then you're paying for a 2-week stay somewhere. So yeah, I just soon keep laying low, keep the powder dry, as they say, right, and be ready for the big bang. We're the kind of place we're going to promote to hell. When we reopen, we'll just reopen, but the very first weekend following the reopening, we'll do that live band again. We'll have a barbecue. We'll put on a big old throwdown.
November the 1st, Thailand to open up. I thought, fucking great, wonderful. And then,
you know what I thought?
Next day I start reading it.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's not open.
First thing I thought is, where do we read the definition of opening up?
Yeah.
Because what does that mean? Because all that meant was the quarantine was over except for one night. That's all it meant. Yeah. It didn't mean opening businesses in Thailand. Yeah, that's not what it meant at all. So,
that was my first take of it, because I thought, oh, well, I love that. It's like, I mean, they come out with all this crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to open up, but once we open up, if there's a spike, we'll close everything again. Well, there's 100% certainty there will be a spike. Of course there's going to be a spike.
Yeah, but people are jabbed up, so as long as the hospitals aren't overwhelmed, we're good. That's why I say, I think the only way it goes red again and closes again if it's the big numbers on ventilators again. They monitor that shit, and you know, I mean, like it or not, the CCSA is the ultimate decision maker, right? I mean, they make recommendations to government, but the CCSA, if they, you know, but yeah, to me, my opinion, stop testing, stop counting, take care of the sick, and move on. That's my opinion. If I was in America, I'd be like insistent on it. I'd be calling my local government. I'd be an activist. But I'm in Thailand, so I just roll with the flow. Like, in my opinion, they don't give a shit about my opinion to begin with. So why am I going to get all wrapped up thinking, well, this is the way I think they should do it? It's like, no, man. And I know the numbers of deaths are real. Now, whether or not they were all, you know, suffering from pretty bad ailments, and it was a complicated, you know, fatality due to additionally having this bug. But I mean,
when I read of this COVID, and I'm not on about in Thailand or worldwide, nobody has died of COVID, because you cannot die of COVID. You die of complications caused by COVID.
There you go, exactly.
There's no such
thing as death. Pneumonia. Well, I mean, the ventilators are almost a death sentence. I know 2 of my first cousins in America that died, my age, mid-50s and late 50s, and they both died of COVID. But they both refused the ventilator. They knew it. They went on the ventilator, you know, so they were, you know, and they both had diabetes and they had other issues, right? But I mean, I know that you know, what I say about Thailand is the numbers are the numbers, because I don't buy into conspiracy that you can make up all these people in the hospital, because Thai people are all over Facebook about every sick family member they have. There's no firewall like in China that suppresses people's freedom of speech here. So it's real. Like the people that are, that are affected by it are real. It's not like you could just make that up and have some conspiracy. But whether the restrictions are proper or not, that's all of ours. That's the thing.
Restrictions make any difference.
Right. Would you stop it at all? Would you even slow it down if you were doing it the other way?
The only thing that's making a difference here is the fact that the people are going into poverty.
Yeah, because there's no government assistance. Right. Well, it's happened all over the world. Yeah, there's a lot of countries even poorer than Thailand, right? There's no international tourism. Even if everything opened, there's no real big international tourism. I don't think people are in a rush to just take a tourist trip as much as,
This poor country bought 46 tons of gold 3 months ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it's not a poor country. It's not a third world country by any means.
Well, except in the way they think.
Well, yeah, that's completely different culture. It's like, you can't. That's why I say I just maintain that thing like I'm a guest at somebody's party, right? And I don't like the way they're doing their party. I don't like their music. I don't like anything about it. But I'm a guest, so I'm like, okay, I'll just chill out, right? But that's just the way. I mean, everybody, we all, and as a business owner, I wish they'd have stopped travel from the capital when the outbreak started and not closed Rayong, because Rayong, okay, the bug doesn't travel, only people travel, right?
Yeah.
The bug can't come over here from Bangkok on its own through the air.
All the bugs in Rayong, though, are all from these buildings.
The worker camps and shit, yeah, that was our biggest numbers, exactly. Which where most of those people come from, right?
Well, Myanmar.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Myanmar.
They're not toys.
Yeah. So, the big Robinson Construction Mall zone up there. Yeah, they closed. Yeah, we're going to deliver some hot meals up there because they bubble them and seal them in, and you have to bring food to those folks. So we got a customer that wants to do something and actually deliver the food up there.
That was fair play to the government here, to be honest, because that Robinson's Mall, they went in and warned them. They told them things weren't going right.
Right.
They gave them a warning. Now, it's a Thai company.
Of course.
But then they went back, found it exactly the same, and closed it for a month. Bang! You do nothing.
Right.
Lock the gates. And I'll tell you what, not many Thai government, especially local government, will do that to a big Thai company. But
they did. Yeah.
Apparently, they are taking them to court over it as well.
Is that right? Right.
So
yeah.
That's
another thing that a lot of expats or your general travelers don't know is Thai has a very thorough judicial system. I mean, shit gets taken to court here is easy, and if you got a good Thai attorney, you can do a lot of things to civil action. There's a lot of civil stuff that's criminal over here.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, defamation of a Thai business is a criminal offense here in Thailand. So we've got documentation on some stuff that's happened to us, but we don't want to have to pursue anything that we don't have to. But there's some crazy people out there.
Be careful on these review sites, because if you give a hotel about
why would you?
That Canadian geezer in Banchang.
Yeah.
Not Banchang.
Ko Chang. Yeah. And he just kept on, and the manager of the facility even asked him, "Sir, please, with the public comments, stop. We can deal privately in email or whatever." And he wouldn't stop. So, you just
until they threatened him with jail. Then apparently, I think he ended up paying 500,000 baht.
And blacklisted too, right? Yeah. So, it's not a good idea. A lot of these guys don't get it. They get caught up in their little, petty keyboard warrior stuff, and they don't realize that what they're doing, if they're going to be in Thailand and they're doing it to Thai-owned business. This is a Thai-owned business right here, right? So, and it's a licensed corporation that pays taxes to all forms of government here. So, it's not a good idea. Not a good idea. And once there's a police report made against somebody doing that stuff, that stays on file. And then if I want to pursue it further, we've got a fluent in English Thai attorney right here in Banchang. And that's all he does is libel suits, right? So he'll take it to the house for a meager, I could spend 100,000 baht on an attorney, and you talk about somebody having a real bad day because they talk shit on this business. I mean, they're gonna have a real bad day. So it's very, very criminal here in Thailand to do it. It's just a matter of, do you want to pursue it to that degree, or you want to just make your report, let people know that what you're doing. You make comments on the Open Mic Facebook page, that's a public business website of a licensed business, and you send messages to that, right? Then you're, you know what I mean? Those are public comments that other people can read. So
it's like on Facebook now, you see, you can't translate Thai into English on Facebook now. You know why?
I know.
Because they translated something and they got it wrong.
Yeah.
Thai government, bang.
I don't blame them.
We can. Well, yes and no.
I mean, but Zuckerberg thinks he owns the world. You know, you don't get to do any. Look, even Google Translate doesn't work well on Thai sentences. You know that. If you do one word at a time, it's usually pretty accurate. But if you do a sentence, I mean, they don't have verb to be and all that. It's
to be fair, Thai doesn't translate.
No, it doesn't. They've got way more consonants and vowels than we have. You have to put two of our consonants together to make one of theirs, right? And they have vowel sounds that don't even exist in our alphabet. So, yeah, it's just not. But I don't blame them. It's like, because, you know, they do prosecute fake news and stuff like that. People broadcasting, this is what's going on in Thailand. You got to be
fake news. But if somebody makes a valid comment,
then that free speech, exactly.
But that doesn't happen there.
But if they just come out and say, oh, you know, X number of people just died yesterday, and it's completely bogus, then you're like you ain't not gonna get by with that. You gotta stick with it.
I mean, things like hotel reviews are good. Now, I mean, I used to use them in the UK, and yes, you've got the idiots there. But you know yourself, you read through a series of reviews, and there's one that is really bad. You know that's an arsehole.
Yeah.
You know, the person making that review is an arsehole, because you look at the others, and you can spot them. But here, I mean, if you go to a hotel and validly you are treated badly, I think you've got the right to fucking say so.
Yes, absolutely. And you see a lot of hotels and resorts that get less than 3-star reviews, right?
Oh, yeah.
But it's all Thai people.
Yeah.
It's the foreigners. When the foreigners pipe in, you're putting yourself at jeopardy. So why do it? Like, deal with the counter, right? Go up to the counter. I've never had an issue in a Thai hotel resort that I couldn't deal with the staff, right? So why would I, even if I wouldn't recommend the place after I left there, why do I want to go on a public review? Like Google Maps is public, Facebook's all public. Why do I want to go there and express an opinion about my experience? I don't want to do that, right? I just won't recommend it. But I'll tell my friends, like you and I talking, right? But you, just because you know how strict that the laws are over here. So what?
I mean, I still think that particularly reviews on public businesses and that, you should be allowed to make it. I mean, you might say to me, oh, I went to Rayon Immigration, and I was fucking useless, I did this and that. Now, I would say to you, I've been to Rayon Immigration many times, I've never had one problem.
Exactly.
They are brilliant.
Not everybody's experience is the same. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we're vulnerable. I mean, it's not like you're protected.
There's probably arseholes that walk in there, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, yeah. They're unhappy, or maybe never been to Asia.
This week to extend my...
If they've never been to Asia and they get one of those rooms with a hard mattress, they're immediately pissed to the moon. They're like, oh my God, why would they dare put a hard mattress in a room? But they've never been to Asia before, right? So not everybody's experience is this. But you are vulnerable. I mean, we got all 5 stars on the Google map. That's completely independent. We have no control over what reviews customers leave there. None at all. We can post pictures and photos, but I get an email from Google, right, about how many clicks we had on our map link and all that shit, right? But we're lucky that we got all 5 star. But if somebody went in there and gave us a 3-star, you know, that we can't remove that. We would never try to change that. It is what it is. And if you do a go to searches, you can see the reviews on all the stuff you're looking. But it's just so you can do the star review. Just don't leave a comment that seems like they are just like horrible or something, right? You can still give them a 1-star if you want, right? And guy was an extreme case because he just kept going on in public comments.
Yeah, but and that's what I say, you spot these arseholes.
Yeah, exactly. I see them a mile away.
I like to read reviews, and like I say, if you see 10 reviews, 3 stars all above, and then there's 1 star, straight away I'll just think, haha, wanker. You know that's a wanker.
Exactly right.
Because some people, whatever you do, you can never please them.
Yeah.
And particularly customers, you know, you hear them. You've been in a hotel anywhere in the world, and you've heard one person ranting on me.
Yeah.
You know, perhaps he had 6 beans instead of fucking 7 on his breakfast or something. No, it's got to be because there's so many, the bureaucracy here is fucking
Yeah. But you got your jabs, you didn't have to go home to the UK, you rode it out, you keep yourself in shape riding the bike all the time. I mean, you're living a good life, brother.
Look at my chain.
Yeah?
You know how I do that? You look up on YouTube, wax a chain.
Okay.
Whoa.
Navy boys.
Yeah. It's absolutely amazing. It'll probably be a bit mucky now because I've been out riding.
Oh, wax it.
Wax it.
Wax it.
You buy a new chain, soak it in petrol for about 4 hours, take it out, let it dry, soak it in degreaser for about 2-3 hours, scrub it, wash it, then put it into methylated spirits, which over here is called methyl alcohol, which you know as denatured alcohol.
Yeah,
I was looking everywhere for fucking methylated spirits here.
Yeah. I was looking everywhere for denatured alcohol when I was doing painting and stuff here as a paint thinner and shit.
Methyl alcohol here.
It's methyl alcohol, yeah.
Yeah, but anyway, and then you soak it in that so it's really clean. Then you buy 500 grams of paraffin wax, food quality, so it's completely refined. I bought myself one of those slow cookers, 500 baht, so stick it in there. Then I needed 1.7 micron Teflon powder.
Right.
And I thought, all the engineering and everything out there, I've got to be able to get Teflon powder. I couldn't get it anywhere. In the end, I got it on Lazada, but it had to come from China. But
right.
You can probably get it here, but they probably know it. You know, like PTFE powder. And then I said, cook up. Make sure it don't go over 95 degrees. 1/10. Put your chain in, leave it in there, let it sluice it about, let it cool down a bit, take it out. Just if you're not doing rough riding and going over shit up roads, just swipe it down, hang it to dry. Once it's dry, it's as stiff as a board, so you just break it up. Best thing is
well, especially all this rainy season. Last time I seen you, that bike was filthy. You'd been through all kinds of shit.
But that's filthy. But look, no oil.
Yeah. Looks great.
It's absolutely brilliant. And they reckon...
Show you guys this bicycle here. We'll keep Mike off the camera. He doesn't want to get arrested. He doesn't want anybody to know he's part of the Phala crowd. Look at that. That's a freaking beautiful bike, man.
It's cracking.
And he does all of his own maintenance and stuff. So I had my road bike down here for a while. It's at home now, but I couldn't keep up with this guy. He rides a lot.
It's so silent. And a team in America, Australia, have been testing all these different dry lubes.
Right.
And they recommend this one as the best. And they reckon that it gives you 6 watts more power. The other thing, that there, your cassette, lasts for about 5,000 kilometres. With this on, it lasts 15,000.
Nice.
So, yeah.
It's a sweet bike. So what do you got in it total today? Have any clue?
What I've spent in?
Yeah, including all the upgrades, everything you've been doing to it recently.
If you wanted to buy one like this new, you're probably looking at somewhere around 70,000 baht.
70,000 new.
Yeah.
But would it have all the stuff you've got on it?
Yeah, it's all got Shimano Dior.
It's all Shimano.
Everything's on its top range. I mean,
it's got the carry box too on the new ones. Yeah, so it's okay.
Waterproof.
Basically stock, just like this new, 70,000 baht.
Yeah, probably something like that. It's all carbon. Full carbon. It's all Shimano Dior XT 11 and 2 speed.
Right.
It's
oh yeah, free flow, man. Yeah.
Well, you got a bit of muck on it, but when I wash that with water, it's clean.
Oh yeah, you can tell it's been it's got like a coating on it now, right? Yeah.
But it only lasts for about 300 kilometres. But it's simple enough because all you do, take the chain off, pour boiling water in.
Right.
each of what's the name back up.
Yeah.
Dip it in.
Get the
let it
metal
dry,
hot.
Put it back on. You don't have to. You
Yeah.
don't have to clean the insides. 'Cause
Right.
the idea of the super clean the first time is to remove the manufacturer's lubricants that they build into the links. You've got to get rid of all that because the wax won't stick to it.
Right.
But,
Right.
Once it's done, and it's so quiet.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's unbelievable.
You snuck up on me. I didn't even hear you coming.
and it changes. The
Nice.
changing on it is just
It's nice.
absolutely great. It's covered in sand again now because it's
But how are you going to avoid it? I mean,
raining in Banjo.
I was going to go to Rayong City today, and yeah, I hit rain, turned around, come back here. So
But that is the big problem here. Is that this fine sand, it wears out. It gets.
oh yeah,
It sticks to the oil, and
it's like when you go to the beach and you got to go home and take a shower.
Yeah.
You have to scrub yourself everywhere. That fine sand gets everywhere. You know what I mean?
But
Everywhere.
You see, if you've got wet lube on there, the sand sticks to it, so you're basically pulling sandpaper.
Yeah, wet.
So
That makes
it's just
sense for the
wearing-
wax because it's
it's just wearing
dry.
everything,
It's
yeah.
dry. It feels dry coated. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, Mike.
Like I say,
Yeah.
wash that.
Yeah, you don't want fresh grease or anything on there pulling that sand in. Ugh. Then you got grit.
And I'm gonna show
How many
you
cups?
this. I'm going to show you this one then while you're looking.
Okay.
Let's take this cover off.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh my God, that is sweet.
And I'll tell you what, since that, my neck and shoulders, because I've got a lot of problem with my shoulders and neck, no problem.
That shock absorption, that makes for a hell of a lot
and
more growth.
instead of up and down,
Yeah,
it rolls.
it rolls. Right,
See?
right, exactly. Yeah, it's got a double bracket pivot point there. That's
Yeah,
freaking
see?
awesome.
You got a parallelogram link there, and that's what's on. That rolls onto there.
That is sweet.
That is
That's what I need. That's what's
and the
preventing me from
comfort-
riding. Yeah,
I'll tell
I
you
got
what,
neck.
my
I got
and
neck
shoulder-
issues like a bad boy.
That's what you want.
That hard seat bouncing around.
Basically, as soon as you sit
Yeah.
on there, you're sitting on suspension. You hit bumps.
That is just too cool. Yeah, it's just like you're floating, man. You know, really.
look on
You're not
Lazada-
going to feel any of that.
on
Look on
Lazada.
Lazada. Okay.
Right, 6,500. Keep looking on Lazada. I paid 2,004 for that.
2004. Yeah, you got to keep scrolling down and keep
You gotta
checking, right?
Keep checking.
Yeah.
The first one you come across is 6,500.
Okay, so that's like $200,
Comes from China. I had it here.
and so you got it for 2005.
Yeah,
Well, hell, that's less than $100. So you got
yeah.
more than 50% discount.
And the difference
Nice.
it's made to me.
Dude, oh, I bet. I've got to get it. I've got to get it. And it goes on your main peg there, so
Yeah.
pretty much fit any seat then, wouldn't it?
You got to get the right size because
Okay.
there's about 4 different sizes of
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to
And
check, see
everything.
what you've got apparently. Okay.
But
That is freaking awesome.
It-
Little cover goes
and
on there.
It's Suntour
Yeah, I got a good shot of it.
Suntour NCX.
Sun Tour. NCX. Okay.
NCX.
On Lazada, ladies and gentlemen, and then make sure you got the diameter of your bike size on your
Yeah,
on your peg there,
need-
right?
You
need that.
You need your seat post
Okay,
size.
it comes with a nice cover, keep it all clean.
You
Oh,
buy the cover
shit.
separate.
It's awesome,
Look,
Mike.
some of them supply it with the cover, but like I say,
Right.
but keeps it clean, and that has made such a difference.
Oh, I got to get one. I can imagine how much difference that makes.
Look.
Like, it's amazing how that stationary seat affects your shoulders and your neck because you're bent over the way you are.
I'm up to 45 kilometres so far.
45 today. All right.
It'll be 50 by the time I finish,
Nice.
and I'm doing that 3 times a week.
Well, I see you all the time. 3 times a week now. At least 50.
kilometres a week.
50. Okay. 150 kilometers a week. That's awesome.
Not bad for 66.
Sounds like motivated. 66 years old. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. I don't want to wrestle. I don't want to wrestle.
No, man.
You know me. I'm an old disabled vet anyway. I move around like a 90-year-old man. I can't even hardly bend over and tie my shoes. I have fibromyalgia and muscle cramps and shit. This makes me
When I
a
was younger, I
lot
used to
less
be
a man than I was. Well, sometimes it's not age. Sometimes it's what happens to you in life, you know?
It's the rest of your body.
Unfortunately. Yeah.
But
Beautiful.
I'm so happy with this.
Well, I'm glad you stopped by.
I'm going to get home now.
Thanks for stopping by, Mike. Look forward to seeing you again. And you know, Nina and
Say goodbye.
Nam Yen. Okay, say goodbye. All right. Bye-bye, Mike. Guy's in shape. And he's about, what are you?
Let's have a look on you.
How many meters tall are you?
I don't know, 1.8, 1.9.
Yeah, over 6 foot tall for sure.
6'3".
One of our great everyday almost regulars, guys, Mike from the UK. Thanks, Mike.
Okay, see you later.
Yeah, buddy. I see you all the time out there. Be careful. Well, that was an unexpected, spontaneous conversation. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you understand why I was ignoring the chat there while I was doing it. Well, we are still live. Let me catch up with you guys. Triple D came back and wiped that out. Brownie's still inside. Let me take you inside real quick, and then I'll catch up with you on the chat, and we'll go ahead and close the stream. Appreciate you watching live stream from the Open Mic Phala Bar and Grill Plus Breakfast. We hope to be a bar and grill again one of these days. Very candid conversation with a long timer. Mike's a long timer in Thailand. He's not a newbie, and great guy. And we had a pretty frank conversation that I normally don't air on the channel, but I don't think there was anything wrong with it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. What are you doing? Huh? You sleeping? Good girl. So anyway, guys, behind the scenes here, I don't have all the lights on. None of the doors are open. We got 3 overhead doors in this up in this sound system's cleaned up, ready to go. New wiring on everything, so we're hoping soon we'll be able to jam again, get the pool table fired up. Beer cooler's completely empty, but I did find one Heineken. Sniffed around and found a Heineken. Got a new sticker up above our beer cooler there. You guys see that? I'm on a lag here. I'll catch up with you guys. It's been a long time, really, since I just stood in front of the camera right here behind the bar. Long time. But Nam Yin has got family in today, and they're taking care of business, and now they're probably out having fun, eating some great food. And why is that on a tilt? I don't know. Gotta frame it right, damn it. Oh yeah, you got that in the background. So yeah, this is our new custom banner for the beer cooler here that's off. The wine cooler, we basically got our juices and milks and waters and all that kind of stuff, just operating as a restaurant for so long here. But shall we? I think you guys deserve it. Okay, well, let me see. Let's have a little contest. See if I can think of something. Sue Rowan, Gary, DT. Who else we got in the chat? Nam Yin was here. Hello, baby. I don't know if she's still in the chat or not. You guys know I've been ignoring you for a long... Hey, Baldy Brian in Thailand. I haven't seen you in a long time, mate. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for dropping by. Hotel ratings should be made by industry professionals and not everyday people that can complain about everything. Good point, Baldy. Good point. Good point, man. It's basically just a lack of freedom everywhere in the world is what it's been, right? Really, it's been a lack of freedom that has caused everything to go chaotic. All right, let's see. See if I can think of something and get you guys to answer it. Whoever answers correctly. Let's see. All right, let's see. For those of you that have been paying attention, see who can type it first, okay? What was the date, month, day, year that the breakfast restaurant opened at Phala? Type it now. What was the date that the breakfast restaurant opened? Month, day, year. Month, day, year. What date? What date? We got 13 watching live. I don't know how to conduct a poll from my phone here. What date? Especially here in Melbourne, freedom. What's that? Yeah, it's been crazy, man. I'm so sorry to hear all the stories from the great Aussies, man. Look, yeah, you guys know my opinion, man. Stop testing, stop counting, take care of the sick, and move on. But again, you know, because I'm a guest here, it doesn't apply to my current situation. I just roll with the flow. Maggie's Journey in the house. Hello, Maggie. Sue Rowan. Don't know. Sue doesn't know what date What date did the breakfast restaurant open here at the Open Mic Phala? Clue, we were closed. The bar was closed. So we were in a scramble to get our menu together and open up the restaurant side of the business. Right. It was in 2020. 2020. 23rd May 2011. Baldy Bryant. You're way off, man. Not sure about the date.